Right, I think you've interviewed...
Yeah, I've had some shockers.
I know, also I've heard. Didn't you interview Will Smith?
I didn't. I don't know if it went wrong, but it didn't go well. Because I was at home, and then he said, do you want to go to LA and interview Will Smith?
I said, yeah.
I said, go on then, why not? It'd be nice. So I went over.
I wish my career were like this. Yeah, go on, I'll have a go, why not?
But it was one of them junkets, and I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And I watched the film before, it was Focus, and it was shocking. So I've waiting to go, and I've got my questions on the back of a menu.
Brilliant.
But before I've gone in, I had to interview the rest of the cast.
OK.
I didn't know who they were. So he said, you got to interview Gerald. I said, no, I'm just here for Will. So he said, no, you got to do it. So I walked into this hotel room, and there's this fellow called Gerald. I didn't know who he was. And they said, you got 8 minutes with him. I said, no, I just need 2. So I sat there, and I started asking him questions about the film. Then I got stuck.
Right.
So I just asked him if he liked fishing. Luckily, he did.
Yeah.
So we started talking about fishing.
And what about when you got to Will? What was your chat with him? Did you have 8 minutes with him?
Well, it was him and Margot Robbie. And
oh, yeah.
as I've walked in, the room's going to meltdown, because the girl before has asked for a selfie, and bouncers have come out and chucked her out. So I've walked in, and I thought it was a curtain that you walk through.
Right.
So I pushed this curtain, and it was the set. Ooh. So I walked in, I pushed the set on Will Smith's head and Margot Robbie. I was like, hey, lads, you all right? And I sat down, and I started asking them questions, and I got a bit stuck. And then the only thing I could think of was hair transplants.
Hair transplant?
Because a few of the Aussie cricketers have had them.
Right.
So I said, would you have an hair transplant?
Hasn't he got hair, though?
Oh, he has, but he got very defensive. He started patting his head.
Oh.
And he says, no, man, I've been tested. I can't go bald. I said, easy, big lad, calm down. It's just a question. But I got kicked out. Yeah. I did Mark Wahlberg after that. That didn't go much better.
You didn't ask him the same?
No, I had 4 minutes, but I only used 2.5. I ran out of questions.
And what happened?
Well, he wasn't giving me much, and I said to him, I says, look, mate, I'm trying to help you. It's your film, this.
Yeah, this
Have
is
you got
for you.
anything you want to tell me? And he says, not really. I said, well, I'll go then. I was quite relaxed about it.
Has it come up since? Does it get Freddie to do more interviewing, or...?
Well, yeah, they sent me to Harrison Ford as well. It's a very small pool of people in Australia they're picking from.
Am I right in thinking that you met the Dalai Lama as well?
I did. I was on tour in South Africa, and we finished the day's play, and we're coming on the bus, and we're staying at the Holiday Inn in Durban. And on the front steps, there's like a bit of a commotion. There's all these security guards, and he's there, Dalai Lama. And then, well, I was sat next to Andrew Strauss.
He's there. I love that. No, he's there. Dalai's there.
But no. Well, I was sat next to the captain, Andrew Strauss, who's a posh lad.
Yeah.
He's like England captain. And he says, bloody hell, that's a Dalai Lama. I said, let's go and meet him. So we've walked off in our tracksuits, and I've got near him, and then the security guards come out the front. I just pushed him out of the way. I said, it's all right, mate, I know him. So I've carried on. And then I've walked up...
We all know him.
But I've walked up with Strauss and I'm getting closer, and I'm thinking, I didn't think I'd get this far. So I got to him, I just stuck my hand out, and I said, all right, Del, nice to meet you, I'm Fred. And then he quickly moved on, and Strauss, he said, why did you call him Del? I said, that's his name, isn't it? Dalai Lama. He said, no, that's his title. So, yeah.
Bit awkward. But you didn't ask him about an hair transplant?
I'll be honest with you, I don't think he understood a word I said.
No, I can imagine. I'm struggling.
Yeah. You are.